Okay, because I'm gonna do. Welcome back, everyone, for another week of XLMS. We are here for round 8 at Vermont Raceway Park for the RSCA Sportscar Festival. I have Kian here returning from Le Mans with me. So, today's race, we will have 2 hours of all 3 classes racing around VRP. Once again, same track as we had last week for Inca Cup and IACC, and we have a healthy grid today. People still don't know how to park, but that is to be expected at this point. But we have a very sizable grid today, and there are more and more cars who will be joining us. And quality is actually underway now, which is immaculate timing to say the least.
Brilliant timing, I've got to say. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. It's a bit late the start, as you can see, because the qualifying timer has just gone off. But luckily for us, we've made it. And luckily for you guys, you can join us along for 2 hours of incredible, heart-stopping action across 3 different categories, or 3 different classes, basically. Yeah. Here in the X Systems Le Mans series, it's time for the RSCA Sportscar Festival.
So as we already have our first minute of qualifying underway, some names to look out for this weekend. So, we will start off with the Drivers' Championship. Nothing can be, well, theoretically, Mia can secure the championship today if she has at least 69 points of gap, nice, to the second place car, which would be 0 to 9 in this case. It is possible to clinch it today. Zero Denial, I don't think is here today, having had some issues last race. So that championship is possible to be clinched, and the same would go for the 22 in the team's title. For LMP2, the battle rages on, especially in the drivers and teams category. Well, this only category is Amspeed having taken the LMP2 lead last race, 4 points over Katsuka and 2 points over the now dissolved team Artec. Just 6 points separate those 3. And in the drivers, Lance Simmons still leads by 1 point over Rock and 4 points over Faye, with Flash and Rokyo nowhere near. For GT, the battle is still going very, very strong. Bra Moment has 7 points of lead over the 37 Secret Formula Motorsports of Mark Anthony, who is in the 37 here. We will see how their battle goes on. After this race, you have 92 points to race for, if I did my math right. And just 7 points separate them. 21 is 14 points behind the 98, and the number 4, having missed last race, is only 113 points compared to the 98's 158. In GT, it is the exact same story. The drivers have completed the entire season, so we will, except for Mark Anthony, sorry, he has missed a single race. I believe that Custody had filled in for that one, if I can confirm that. Yeah, Custody filled in for that one in Spa. So tight championships this time around, as we see our first laps on the board. Thundermark will be a provisional pole for LMP. No, Zero Denial's here today, which means the battle could keep going on. Goal is in the 88 for the first time since Saitama. Paris GT, TG, a new driver. We're the MSGP LMP2 crew. just behind Ferrari 296. For a moment, with the 98 is in provisional pole. Khalifa Towers in second, and Nugget Rev, Jewel Kai. I'm not gonna call him that. I'm just gonna call him Nugget. Back there. So times still have to be set on the board. So Kian, what are your predictions for this race?
Well, I mean, if we look at the championship, at least in LMP, if we look at the championship, oh, I don't want to say it, but I've got to say it. It's going to be Mia, I think. Not necessarily for pole, because I'm still coming off of Le Mans, where we had a very interesting qualifying. Ibuprofen getting pole position, I believe it was.
It was, yeah.
But looking at past history, Mia has gotten pole position for every single qualifying session she's competed in, except for Le Mans. So, and she's won every single one of those races as well. So, I don't want to be boring, but it's going to be Mia.
It's all but over, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I could definitely see her winning the championship today as well. But then again, Zero Denial has been quite quite consistent this season overall. If you ignore last round, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mia takes the championship today, along with Poland the win. In LMP2, I'm going to go boring again. It's Lance Simmons, gotta be. Although for qualifying, I'm a little less sure, because he's only got 3 pole positions compared to Mia's, I don't know how many. That's like 5. So, but I still think Lance Simmons is gonna get the pole and get the win. Although I'm not gonna forget Le Mans, because that was a whole conundrum for him and his team. And then GT, well, I'm not as well versed with GT, to be honest. From the looks of things, Bro Moment could get it, but don't discount Play Games, because he's right there in the championship still. And you know what? Mark Anthony and Dakar, I'd say, are also kind of in it. I don't know if they're racing here today, but
Dakar isn't. He's been missing last 2 rounds. Mark Amphnell's here,
oh, yeah.
but he if we look back to last season, where Mark Amphnell missed out on the championship there as well, he lost that on the last lap, in arguably one of the most unfortunate circumstances that we have seen in quite a while. I believe he ran out of fuel on the last lap, which handed Necro in the 98 his 4th win in a row. I'm probably wrong with that, but that handed him his 4th win on basically a silver platter on the last lap. So Mark Amphnell has definitely some redemption here, as most of GTs are in for a quick tire change. And now we mentioned about Lance Simmons. Team Artec dissolved last week. They were bought out, and the team has thus dissolved. Which does mean that Lance Simmons changes team to Amspeed. Cole Santi changes team to Protovision Vectra. We'll see what he can do in a different one. While still a Vectra car, let's see if he can do something else in that 15. And because him moving there means Royal has gone to GT with the number 9. And otherwise, not really any notable changes from the Team Artec dissolvement.
Other than an entire team being gone.
Yeah, other than
the
an entire
leader
team
moving.
being gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then my notes need to be well my whole stats page needs to be updated then, because I've still got Lance Simmons in number 18.
He's with the number 0 and speed now.
Okay, I'll have to get used to that. But thank you very much for telling me about that.
It was an interesting turn of events, to put it very lightly.
I can tell. Bloody hell, I can't believe I'm asking this again. How do I check the...
It's X.
The X? Is it X? Ah, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So, do we even bother saying it? Mia's on pole. Don't even have to say
Gotta
anything.
be, yeah.
Aiden,
By
Aiden,
nearly 2 seconds.
for the revived Inca factory team. Saba has brought the Inca factory team back to life, and he is
And is in
currently on provisional
second.
P2. And then
That's so
Thunder
cool.
in the SFM Incas in third.
Oh wait, I mean Thundermark Gamer a 154, and then, but then ahead of him is Aiden with a 167.
It's about
Oh wait,
round
okay,
laps
never
now.
mind. That was before the last sector. Okay, never mind.
Doritos is still yet to set a lap. He was in the high 04s in practice, and he's still yet to set a lap. Colsanti does follow in fourth. Zero Denial, his teammate, will be in fifth. Mahalt in the Blaze in sixth. Drifting Flames, Sylvia, Goal will round out the last three in LMP with lap times. Faye on provisional LMP 2 pole. Ray Wolfo behind the LMP2s as per usual. Fast on P2, he has filled in for the 011 Katsuka, new entry for this race. Flash in the regular 11 Katsuka will be in third. Lance Simmons, Rock, Berserker, Ferrari GT, and Moderns will be down to the bottom, and RTA, Perez, and Brad will be towards the bottom. Bramament currently on pole for GT, followed by Air Department in the 22. In the 21, Play Games not in today. Giacomo in the number 1 amp speed will be in third, rounding out the top 3. Khalifa Towers and Nugget will round out the top 5 GT lap times. We have some notable new teams this race, as we mentioned, as we've been looking here with the Inca Sport Racing, the true ISR, as some would call it, if you know that joke. Follow our Insta. Anyways, new teams. We have the car of 24 Fast, as he's jumped out of his car accidentally, it seems, in the 011 Katsuka just for this race. Then we have, let me find Oscar there. In the 19...
Sorry to cut you off for a moment. I just want to mention, Mia is on the absolute tush. She invalidated her last lap, but she's consistently getting into the 1 minute 4s. So she's doing a really good job so far this qualifying. Everyone's kind of invalidating a bit there. Lance Simmons, I'm sure, will be decently happy with a 1 minute 8.4. So he's doing well as well. But it's really Mia, the standout driver right now. Is there even going to be a challenge at the front?
I don't even think so. Don't even bother talking about it. Anyways, on the topic of new teams, we also have the 90 Portimao Racing, who are Inca Cup regulars. They will be joining the LMP class with a Lunario Bimmer Evo. The Inca Sport Racing is in a T75 Mark II Evo 2, sorry. Who else do we have? I don't think we have the MSGP entry of Paris TG. They returned for the first time since season 10 when they failed to race a few times, but they are back. And they are back on the grid. We also have we have a new Encoder Sport entry in GT. Don't know who's driving that actually. Is it even on track?
I have no clue.
Where's the... No, it's not on track. No, the 559 is not on track. That's the new Encoder Sport GT entry. Customer entry, actually. And I think that's it for new teams. I believe I must check the new acceptance? What's the word for it? No. So... acceptees might be the right word. I have no idea.
It's like nighttime at Le Mans and it's not even the race start yet.
We have AV Course in the 100, a Eclipse affiliate team. We also have Galaxy Motorsports, a team that rises up from the Artec death. Who else do we have? I think that's all. I think that's all the cars that are new for Vermont. We have had a few teams drop out.
Meanwhile, Doritos
Oh,
I don't
Dortal's
know how
up
to
to
say his name,
P2.
but he's up into P2. Yeah, 155, just over a second behind Mia. So not that bad.
Thundermark
Gonna be
jumps
on the
up to
front row
third.
for this rolling start.
Thundermark jumps up to
Yeah,
third,
Thundermark
actually, yeah.
just gone up to third.
Yeah,
But
just about nips
just,
Aiden.
oh yeah, this is really close. We're closer between second and third than third and fourth, to be honest. Cool Santi is doing a decent job with the 163. Looking good overall. Now, I'm wondering, of course, last time I was here, it was for Le Mans, and the battles were insane for like the podium and stuff.
Oh, it's gonna be the
Who do
same,
you?
buddy.
Yeah, you think like Zero Denial maybe, and I don't know if he's here. XX Gamer Hunix.
No, Hunix is actually missing this round. She's
Ooh.
actually, she's out with some technical issues, which means the 51 won't be competing this race. Which means
I mean, it was championship done anyways, pretty much.
the championship wasn't gonna happen anyways. 15 seconds left as the 95 will just about nip in another lap. 10 on the clock. Will Dortal see an improvement? We'll jump on with him if he can challenge for pole.
So are there going to be any driver swaps today? No, I don't think so.
There
right?
is going to be a few. I know that some teams have planned driver swaps.
Some teams do. I know Mia's just gonna thug it out again.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of Mia, as she crosses the line for the final time, that's her qualifying over. And even though she hadn't set an actual lap for a while now, a 1 minute 4.3 will be just enough. Well, just very much enough.
I don't think anyone else improves. 95 invalidates their lap in sector 2. Thundermark as well, invalid in sector 2, Zero Denial on the halt, and Sylvia, they're all invalid anyways. Ray and Goal. Well, Ray actually with a personal improvement, but will he finally escape the clutches of the LMP2 grid?
So it's looking to be an exciting race all around.
Ray does not improve, invalidates the final sector, would not have improved his lap anyways. Do we have any changes down in GT? Actually, Mark Anthony is on pole now, Gusha in second, and Brumman in third. We've missed out on the pole GT lap. That's going to be a huge disadvantage for Bra. So I think we just about have qualifying wrapped up. We will see you for when we get to the race start.
Welcome back. It's been a topsy-turvy season. A season that has taken us to places like Japan, Spa, the iconic Le Mans, and now the first of 3 rounds and the final 3 rounds of the X Systems Le Mans Series in the United States of America. It's Vermont, and it's the RSCA Sportscar Festival. And who else to be on pole than the Flying Dutch woman, Mia? I mean...
It's been expected, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit expected. Won every single round bar 1 and has taken pole for every single round bar 2. I mean, it's definitely expected. And she could even wrap up the title here today, unless Zero Denial can stop her. But with 3 rounds to go, I don't see Mia not winning this championship, to be honest.
I mean, what else is there to say, really?
Yeah. Shall we go through the grid order then?
Yeah, let's go through the grid. So the 22 leads off, enough said. Nothing much to expect. The 95 of Kyle Danish Motorsports will line up P2. First time seeing them back in a while. Then we have the 2 Incas, the SFM 36 and the EcoSport Racing 036, who will be our 3 and 4. Second row of the grid. Lead them. The 2 Vectras following suit for row 3 with a 10 of Zero Denial, just getting out in front of Santi of the 15. Those 2 are going to be looking for new best results. Then we have the Blaze 61, sorry. First time seeing them since Le Mans. They will be in the 4th row, starting off the 848 Venture Rossi powertrains. Will be in the 4th row on the outside. P8 for them, the 2 Eclipse Vectras in the 5th row for 9 and 10. The 64 leads off there. 2 Lunarios following suit for row 6 with the 51 and the 91 and 2. The 521 of Faye will lead us off in LMP2 with the 011 in second to follow on the outside. The second Katika car will be in 3rd with the 0 amp speed in 4th, with making an amp speed sandwich of the 2 Katikas. Down into the 3rd row we have the 73 and the 16 of an Inca and a Alton.
I'm lagging, I think. Wait. Am I
The
lagging?
Star-Spangled Banners, ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting underway very shortly. We'll quickly blitz through the rest of the field. The 09 Galaxy will be on the 4th row on the inside with the 100 AV Course on the outside. Now, the 24 Horizon and the MSGP will line up side by side. The 74 and the 07 will round out the LMP2 grid, and we will go to the poles. We have Royal on pole here for Vectra. The 37 will line up in second. Gusha will line up in 3rd, taking the final quality point, with the 2 DMS cars side by side on row 2, the 98 on the outside first. With the 106 Lolzman with the Encoder Sport car will line up in row 3, alongside Air Department on the outside. The 23, 17, and 46 are the final 3 to wrap up the grid here. We will be getting underway very, very shortly. We just had the anthem, and we will be rolling away any minute now. It's going to be a long race, day and night. 2 hours of pure racing. So.
Well,
well, what now? What now?
With all that said, I think, well, we're ready.
We're ready.
I'm sure you're at home, and the people watching in the grandstands are ready. And the drivers, or most of them at least, are set to go as well. With that, we're ready and we're about to go off and away for the first of 3 races here in the United States of America. It's the X Systems Le Mans Series. It's the RSCA Sportscar Festival.
So a healthy amount of cars will be starting today. We have 34 cars here on the grid for this 2-hour race. Some will call it a sprint race, but this is really not a sprint race. It's a race of attrition. Vermont is brutal on the car. You will be ripping left, right, constantly. The tires will be ripped to shreds. But we will have one, well, I can't say one hell of a race, can I? We'll have one very, very good race on the line here. Not much more to say.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be exciting, yeah. We're waiting for the... Yeah, there we go. There's the notification. Gear 3 for the formation lap will see us off and away. We will be waiting for Lucas Fowley to start driving off as we get underway for the 2 hours here at the Sportscar Festival.
Well, where else but sweet home America, sweet home Vermont, you could say. Where else but great America for the X Systems Le Mans Series. And for a Brit, I'm glazing America to shreds here, but that's my job as a commentator. And I like you said, it's a very twisty, turvy and narrow track, so it's going to be very exciting for racing, very hard on the drivers. So quite a lot of them will be doing driver swaps, I think. But there are also a lot of drivers that are going to be, well, kind of thugging it out on the track, if I'm allowed to say that on stream.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, and just trying to get to the end. Although, I can't say that for Mia, because she's known for not having to just drive it to the end. She's known for absolute domination. And with the pole times here today, I'm sure tonight, for many of you, will be no different.
So, while we wait for the formation lap to get underway, Vermont Raceway Park will give you a bit of history about the track in the state. Vermont Raceway Park, first introduced in Season 8, the first race I actually ever saw on stream, which was an exciting race. I remember Audi winning that in LMP2, one of the most successful drivers in RSCA.
Say the history, come on.
Well, we'll go a bit over the Vermont as a state as well. It is one of the most northeastern states. It borders Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and New York. It borders the Canadian province of Quebec to its north. We will not be going up north of the border this season. CTMP is off the calendar once again. Well, for the second year in a row. Well, for the third season in a row, sorry. Vermont is a very important state in America. It's one of the first few colonies, actually, with it being one of the oldest ones at that as well. They were shortly declared themselves independence in the 1700s before getting admitted to the U.S. states and the U.S. Union, playing a very important part in the American Civil War. Their geography is usually quite flat, which is a bit surprising when you find out that it is bordering Canada. They do have a very nice mountain, Camel's Hump Mountain, at just over 4,000 feet, and fall foliage at Lake Wilbelly, which is a very beloved lake. Not much more else to say about Vermont. The safety car will be getting ready to go now. A very long and a very brutal circuit here is awaiting us.
Yeah, not much more to say.
A 5.3 kilometer circuit.
Lot more. Not much more to say, but a lot more to watch. As Lucas Fowley enters the safety car, we're about to get underway for 2 hours of racing, aka the RSCA Sportscar Festival here in Vermont.
Well, we'll see when Lucas actually decides to go in the Inca safety car. The Inca safety car introduced last season as a replacement to Alton and Inca. You will hear a lot about them fighting a bit through LMP2 and LMP. Both the factory Alton cars are actually missing today. Both the LMP and the GT will be here. Will not be here today, sorry. They will not be starting.
And we're off. And we're off and we're underway. And with the formation lap is the national anthem, I believe.
No, we already did that.
Oh, did we already do that? Okay, never mind then.
We'll see the cars start going past the LMP2s now. Joining the pack, we'll see the GTs in just a moment. Strategically, what would drivers be doing today? Well, I've had my own little analysis. I would be saying that for LMPs, you will likely be 3-stopping. Why do I say this? LMPs, they have quite a small fuel tank compared to the GTs. You cannot really stretch out. This is a lot of acceleration here. And you can't really stretch your fuel out that much. You have to accelerate constantly on the brake, on the throttle, on the brake, on the throttle. You don't really reach top speed particularly much around here. So fuel saving is extremely difficult. However, for the GTs, it is not as much of a problem. 2 stops for the GTs will likely be the preferred strategy for the GTs here around today. They will usually do up to 45 minutes, a bit more, a bit less. But we will see.
I think we're ready.
Well, we'll be done.
I think we're about
the safety car actually now.
Yeah, I think we're about to get underway here. 3 classes. Many drivers. Many of the fastest endurance drivers in the world. And as the safety car is about to peel off, we're ready to watch the first of 3 great American races here on the RSCA calendar. It's the X Systems Le Mans race, and it's set to be a classic. Or in the words of the pole sitter, een ongelofelijke klassieker. It is going to be one hell of an endurance race. 2 hours and many laps as we go racing in the X Systems Le Mans series.
There's the start zone. Green they go. Here they go. There's the start zone. 2 hours lays ahead of us today. The 22 will lead us off here. 95 and 036 off of a very good start. 36 may have jumped a little bit actually. It is still a very strong start for them. We will go down to the GT class. They have just started now. The 9 is off ahead first. 37, 98, 99 all in pursuit. GTs look to be exciting.
Well, Mia, unsurprisingly, is leading this race with a good start. But behind
the 36 has got a really good start though. The 95 has fallen a good bit into the grasp of the 15 and the 10 now. Not a great start from Dortels there, but he still has 119 more minutes to catch up.
And currently it's the 15 in second, is that?
It seems so, yes. Actually,
yes,
95 may have peeled that back. They are 3 wide going down the hill now.
Oh my goodness. Battles galore going on as the first minute and now the first lap of this 2-hour endurance race ends. It's Mia leading. Who else but Mia? From the 95.
95 actually gets it back into P2. The 36 up to 3rd now. The 14, no, not 14. 15 has found its way into 4th. Looking down towards the GT battle. Do we have any other changes? Royal seems to be holding this lead. The 98 seems to have taken a spot. Bromome seems to have clawed his way up to P2. Already taking 2 spots in the opening lap. He has clawed his way up to 2nd. The 99 has fallen a little bit behind. The 37 and the 106, they are going to try to get all the way up there. 37 and 98 side by side going up into turn 3.
Oh, it's getting really close here. But looking back at the front, well, the front, I am talking about the battle for second here. If I can just find Doritos. Oh, I love this whole menu of cars. Look at that. Doritos is in second.
He has actually got a little bit of a lead from the 36,
yeah.
it seems. Oh,
but he just taps the wall there. The outside wall onto the start-finish straight. And he's lost quite a bit of time because now it's a 6/10 gap between him and the number 36. secret Formula Motorsports car of Thundermark Gamer. And that number 36, that's going to be a vital car for this battle, because Thundermark Gamer might want to try and get past Doritos to defend that second spot and to slow him down, so that Mia could easily get this win. Although I don't think that's even needed, because Mia's already got a 2.5 second advantage.
Oh, we see the
and
100
it's gonna
dropping
be
down.
more.
What's happened to the 100 car? Has he disconnected? Is that car seems to be totally gone.
Oh yeah.
Will we get a
AD
local
Coaster.
yellow? Will we? It doesn't seem so. The 100 AV course seems to be far gone, really. See if we can catch them anywhere.
That's unfortunate. Quite unfortunate.
Don't actually see them anywhere. Oh no, the AV
Well,
course
cross the
down
line.
in the third to last corner. Will likely get a local yellow from the stewards there. We'll see what we can get from there. We'll see if the stewards have anything to say about that. The GT battle rages on still. 9 from the 98, from the 37, 98 and 37. Both trying to fight as much as they can about those championship points. They need as much of them as they can each.
Meanwhile, battle in the LMP2 class. For P1, it's the number 0 amp speed of Lance Simmons and the number 73 XKZ Racing of Rock battling for this victory.
Four-way
in
fight there. No,
LMP2.
five-way actually. For P1
It's
and
a
LMP2.
huge battle.
The 73, the 0, the 011, the 521, and the 11, all vying for that position. And the 74 will be joining them very shortly.
And my, oh my, is this going to be tense? As already 5 minutes in nearly, Mia is just bringing out her gap more and more. But it's not a question at the front. Meanwhile here, at the battle for first in LMP2, it's getting hotter and hotter. They're driving like it's the final 5 minutes of this race, not the first 5. And already, there's the number 011. It's the Katsika. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's fast. He sat on pole in Spa, actually, for the 11 filling in. Just about missed out on the win. However, he is here, and he is currently leading in LMP2.
My, oh my, and well, fast is in his name, clearly. Leading here in LMP2. What a battle we're watching already, and I believe some of the GT cars are already about to be lapped by Mia. And something's happened to the 27, what's the Galaxy paddock? I've got no
I think
clue
that's
what
the
that is.
Galaxy car. They might have disconnected as well, it seems.
There's no number
There's
on
no
the
number,
car,
it
so
seems.
right.
Where is it? I don't even know which it is.
Meanwhile, the number 23 Shadow Corpa and the number 1 amp speed in the GT class have already been lapped by the leader in LMP class. That's, of course, who else but Mia. And it's fast in the LMP2 class.
Fast still leads, yeah. They are starting to spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, and Rock and Lance Simmons are still in that battle for second. It's more for second now. So it's still getting quite exciting. Number 95 Danish Motorsports, that's Doritos. That's also a battle that's becoming quite something.
He is starting to pull a gap from the 15 though. And he's actually closing in on the 22, it seems. 1.7 seconds.
Are you making a joke or are you...
No, genuinely. Okay,
Yeah,
now
I mean,
it's jumped up to 2 seconds.
Okay, now,
but
it was 3 seconds.
It was
now
3.9 earlier. Now it's 2. That is 2 seconds gone from the lead.
So I'm sure. So I think what happened is Mia made a mistake. I don't think it was an error. I don't think it was Doritos suddenly, like, starting to become the next Michael Schumacher. And I certainly don't think he had the Ferrari DOP, because I mean, if you look at the gain already, like, it looks like Mia made a mistake.
The 15 are going side by side through the chicane. The VLAG is not doing this justice. The 95 just seems about to be edging out in front. However,
Battle is on for second.
How is Sansi's already at 20 cc's? Pack it up, my man. Pack it up. Pack it up. Get out of here.
Well, who's in the 15? That's Royal, right?
No, that's Santi.
Oh, is that Santi? Okay.
He's at 20 already.
Because
you only have 80 to play with
hell.
the whole race.
Yeah, 80 to play with for the viewers at home before you get a drive-through penalty, and he's already at 20. We're 8 minutes in. That's not good. Look at the time gap at the lead now. It's 1 second. What's happening to Mia? What on earth? I don't believe this, because unless we're back in like
all three of them,
Pyeongchang or whatever.
number 2, 3, and 4, all setting personal best times.
This is unbelievable.
Basically, the whole grid setting personal bests in LMP.
And now
the
they're
charge
really
is
in it.
fully on, and they are fully reeling Mia in now.
Doritos might have the lead of this race, potentially. I don't want to jinx him, because the 15 is
You
still
can't
there.
be jinxing my own car, man.
Full Santi.
Can you confirm that message I sent?
Where?
And that's words from our race director or whatever, guys. Just casually intruding on the stream. I'll continue.
Yes, Lucas.
For
Yes.
the moment with our
Affirmative, Lucas.
commentary. That was the talks with the race director. And across the line,
Nice
they've
punch,
gained
even more.
time. 1.0 now.
1
This
second
is
flat separates
inconceivable.
them.
You'll probably never see this. I've never imagined that this would happen, and now, I mean, the battle's
Mia
still
lost the
going on
win last
between
week in
Cool
Inca Cup.
Santi. Battle's still going on between Cool Santi and Doritos, but somehow, whilst they're battling it out for a second, they're gaining on Mia. I have no clue what's happening, but honestly, in the words of one of the greatest movie characters of all time, this is inconceivable.
So will they gain even more after 10 minutes? The tires are going to be dropping off very, very soon. Very hard on the tires here. 1 second flat is the gap. Will the gap change? We will see. Will it go up? Will it go down? Doritos, a bit of a sloppy exit there. Very sloppy exit,
Mia,
actually.
what's the
And
gap
the
now?
gap actually
Oh,
extends.
she's
95 loses a good chunk of time. The 15 has lost
And so does
a
the
good chunk
15.
as well, yeah.
Cool Santi, 1.5 seconds behind Mia. And is this the moment where Mia goes again? 10 minutes into this race. Is this the moment where she truly finds form and truly runs away with this race once and for all?
We have some battles further down the LMP grid as well. The 71, 51, 90, and 848, they are
The
all
10
battling.
and the 36 as well.
Yeah, 10 and 36 are also fighting each other there. We'll look a bit further down with the 71. Ray Wolf actually fighting for position once. The 848 and the 51. Gold in the 51 there.
Meanwhile, I'm
you see a little
watching
bit
Zero
there.
Denial. Watching Zero Denial with the number 036. Don't get him confused with the number 36, SFM, who is in 4th place. That's the Gamer Hunix. No, not the
No,
Gamer
that's
Hunix
gold.
car,
That's
sorry.
gold.
That's, yeah, that's,
Seems like the 10 has built a gap to the 036 now. Yeah, just a second to separate them now. 8 tends to be more precise.
and look at that, Mia has now,
Extend
now
the gap
truly running
even
away with it.
more.
Oh,
Oh.
which,
We got our
I'm
hopes up too much. We got our
I'm
hopes up way
convinced as
too
well
much.
that was her doing it on purpose, sandbagging on purpose to give us hope. I'm genuinely convinced.
We'll look a bit down towards the GT grid now, as we still have Royal leading off there. 9 about to cross the line there. Mark Anthony and Bra Moment are on a roll. 98 still keeps his position ahead, although they are hunting each other down. This is for the championship. As it stands now, the 37 will gain 1 more point over the 98.
Meanwhile,
No, they will
happened,
be equal in points, sorry. If they finish like this, they will still have 7-point gap going into Del Mar. We'll go into our California round of the championship. Actually, wait, where's Del Mar, actually? Yeah, it's in California. Del Mar in California. We'll go.
Del Mar.
I thought
And
it
then
was
we
in.
go
I
to?
thought it was in. No, then we go to Road America. We'll go to Wisconsin for
Oh,
our
okay.
double points race.
Nice.
100 minutes there.
For a moment, I thought DLM, which is on my, for the viewers at home, they don't show on my stats board, not the full names, just like 3-letter notes. So it says DLM for Delmar. I thought it said Delaware for a moment, and I thought, what's in Delaware? There's nothing happening in Delaware.
Delaware's DE though. Oh. Oh,
Yeah, I
local
know,
yellows.
but it's like
Local
DL,
yellows.
and then
What do we have locals
and then
for?
I thought maybe. But I was just thinking, RSCA is probably the first time an actual event happened in Delaware. When has something ever happened
Does
in
Delaware
Delaware?
even exist?
Exactly. It's like Nebraska. Nothing happens in Nebraska. Anyways, that's my
I'm gonna
tangent
search
over.
up what happens in Nebraska just to prove you wrong.
And it's probably going to be some Reddit thing as well.
Visit
What happens
Nebraska.
in...
Dude,
Exactly!
there's nothing. There's literally nothing.
The only notable thing about Nebraska is TripAdvisor telling you to visit Nebraska.
The only noticeable thing about Nebraska is that it's in Tornado Alley. Stay safe, everyone, but like nothing happens in Nebraska, bro.
I mean, it's the same as Vermont, but the difference is RSCA races there, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
So
interesting.
it's at least a bit interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the racing, and Mia has a 4.5 second gap over Doritos and the 95 Danish
95
Motorsport.
seems to be. Wait, has a 90? Wait, where's the 15?
15's
Where's the 15?
15's behind.
Like how far? That's
Just-
a very big gap. What? Wait, where's Cool Santi?
Oh no! Wait,
Cool
what?
Santi's disconnected. He's disconnected.
No!
He is disconnected.
Oh my God! Cool Santi's out of this race, and that's the first. That's the first
No, he will-
big hitter.
He will actually. He'll probably get rejoined, but that is a very big blow to him.
A huge blow, and I mean, with such a short, well,
We
okay,
still have a
it's long
huge battle
race.
as well for LMP2. We still have Flash here in third. The amp speed and the O amp speed and the O11 have found a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a separance, and the 73 and 521 are still trying desperately to get up there. Faye,
That's
who is
so
trying,
unfortunate.
Faye is trying to win this championship. Can't even win the championship because he really needs these points. He is out of a podium spot. He is down in fourth. This is going to give the 11 and the 2 more points when we still have a whole 60 more points to race for. 69 if you want to be exact. But this is still a very, very big point. It's a very big gap. It's 2 points. This is a lot when you're only separated by 3.
It's unbelievable. I'm still stuck on the Cool Santi stuff because that's the first big hitter out of, I'm sure, many that are, at least for the moment, out of this race. Oh, it's so unfortunate because that's the battle for second gone. And that's now nothing going on in LMP. Well, I say nothing. There's a battle for 8th.
Still a lot
Battle
goes
for
on. A lot goes on in LP.
Yeah, but if we look down a little bit, you can see the 0 amp speed of the LMP2 championship leader Lance Simmons having a good old battle with the 011 Katsika Motorsport
Oh,
car.
the 521's cleared the 11 as well.
And where is that?
That is down for
521.
third. That is
That is.
Faye.
Oh, that's just the third. That's the amp speed as well, yeah. And I mean, I can't really see the gaps because they're all a lap down already. Doesn't help when you've got such a short track.
It
But
really does not. It's a very short
No.
track and the pit lane is long. Well, relative to the track, the pit lane is extremely long. So they are very, very cautious with what they do.
meanwhile, the 15 Pro Division is still losing track. Basically in the garage is that car. And I mean, Cool Santi's about to go 3 laps down. I don't know if he wants to continue. But either way,
he will get his
back to
laps
the
back
front.
though. He will get his laps back. He will get rejoined. That's the great thing about
True, but-
RSCA. We actually have good protocols in place for when things happen. Ooh, yippee!
Meanwhile, yeah, but I think honestly, it should be treated like an engine failure or something.
No, but then you have people like Zero. Why is there fireworks outside? That's incredible. I love
Go
fireworks.
America. Anyways, by the way, quick reminder to the lovely folks, RFA 25 releases in an hour, which means in 102 minutes you get to play it because you're not leaving the stream.
You
not.
You realize they don't sponsor us, right?
Yeah, I know, but I
Anyways,
like
let's get on to some.
I like
let's get on to our actual
the
sponsors.
guys there.
Shout out to roadracing.com for
Oh,
sponsoring
yeah.
us here. We'll get into a little bit of an ad read while we watch these battles.
I've got my own ad
roadracing.com.
read for videos.
Oh god. Well, I do my own ad reads. I just do something, and I hope it sounds good. RoadRacing.com is our great sponsors, our great little friends over at RoadRacing.com. They are the best place to find new leagues, the best place to share your models, the best place to find new models, best place for anything road racing related. RoadRacing.com is one hell of a great place to go. Check them out. Thank you very, very much for sponsoring us for Le Mans and for Inca Cup. It's greatly appreciated.
Thanks for the money.
Thanks for the money, basically, yeah. Anyways, on other sides, let's go promote our own little things. RSCA_Racing, our Instagram page, we finally hit 100 followers yesterday. So I am very happy because I am the man running that. So thank you very, very much for the 100 followers. Let's get to 150 sooner or later. Anyways, back to the racing.
Whoa! Oh, sorry, and the zero amp speed has just gone wide. And is that the battle for the lead? At least for the moment, gone. Because Lance Simmons has just gone off and hit the wall. Still in this one, still driving somewhat well. But that means the 011 Katsika Motorsports car kind of running away with it.
Well, the 011 can stop the 521 from taking points away from the 11, which won't be much now since they are a position behind. What will this mean for the championship battle? The Lance Simmons will certainly extend his lead, or at least grow his lead a little bit more, but the 11 is still there to catch up. We've just finished our 20-minute mark, as we now under the 100 minutes. Yippee! We have an hour and 14 more minutes to go of very exciting racing.
You know, speaking about rowracing.com, if I may for a little bit. So, me and Ro Arthur, who has set up and runs rowracing.com, we know each other pretty well. So we talk on a regular basis, and he does a sponsor thing for YouTubers, where if you just do a little ad read, he'll give you money. And I love money, so I'm doing it myself as well for my YouTube channel, which is just called Keen GP, if you want to stop by after this race. But for the Game Pass, to get money, I couldn't get a link to the Game Pass for some reason because they changed the whole UI. So I just told him to go to my place on my profile, buy the Game Pass there. And that little arsehole, mind my language.
No. We don't even have to go further with this. I know exactly where this is going. Back to the actual racing.
This guy, let me, for the viewers. This guy says, you know what? Just to have fun, I'm going to make you sort things out, and I'm not paying for it until you do. So now, but I'm not backing down, and he's not backing down. So, I'm not going to...
Yeah, so when are you guys doing a Midwest... When are you guys doing a Wild Western style duel?
Hopefully next week. Straight after the ISCC race or something, I don't know.
We'll see.
But I'm not going to do any ad reads this race until he pays me. And considering he said he's not backing down, that means I'm probably not doing any ad reads today. Anyways, back to the race.
Back to the racing. So the 36 is trying to keep the 10 behind. 95 has built a little bit of a gap down to P3. Or, well, as some of us in the community say, the human LMP lead, which is basically LMP minus the 22. which has become its own little sub-championship, really. Well, the 36 and the 10 are just a few tenths separated from each other, 7 tenths actually. The 036 Inca Motors is not too far behind the 64 in 6th place.
Well, currently we're in a bit of an exciting position here. The number 36, as you mentioned, driven by, I'm just looking at the page 2. No, the name's Thundermark. Just trying to fend off the number 10 Protovision behind of Zero Denial. So that's an interesting battle. I'll have a look at that, actually. If I can. If the game will let me. Where's Zero Denial? Oh my god, this game. Where is he? Can you talk for a bit whilst I sort this out?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So the 36 is still trying to build a little bit of the gap. The 46 Recent Eclipse has DNF. It seems the 106 is in the pits. That's Lolzman. Where is he at?
Currently, okay, so I'm on
Lolzman's
Zero
just
Denial
genuinely
now.
in the pits. What's up with him?
Who's in the pits?
Lolzman, this is the 106. Somebody in the
Oh my
car. That is very odd. That is extremely odd, really. The 106 is stationary.
Meanwhile, Zero Denial, who's still in a chance for the title, although it's very scarce. He's in the battle with the number 36 SFM, teammates of championship leader Mia. So, Gamer Hunix here has the opportunity to basically win Mia the championship.
Well, she's not even driving, so that's pretty difficult, isn't it?
Who's not driving?
Hunix isn't driving. We've mentioned this.
No,
yeah,
oh my
it's
god,
gold. It's gold in the 51.
I looked at the wrong guy, sorry. Thundermark Gamer, I looked at the wrong guy. I apologize so much, guys. Thundermark Gamer in the 36 SFM, teammate of the number 22 championship leader Mia, can kind of hold up Zero Denial here and kind of help towards Mia's championship a bit here. So it all play well to the strategy, and maybe this is an important moment for Zero Denial to try and not get held up by LMP2 lapped cars, which he is struggling with right now, and just go for it. Meanwhile, back at the front of the LMP2 grid.
It wouldn't even be the last time that Zero Denial has had a championship slip from him. He did the same back in Season 7, losing it in the last lap of Road America. The very last lap of the season. And poof, there goes his championship. He was so close to winning, and he just about missed out on it. It was a pretty sad ending there for a generational Inca versus Alton championship fight. And that championship fight was the last time Alton properly was in for a championship, and that is now 2 seasons back. Zero
well,
Denial
that's depressing.
It is very depressing. It just like shows Zero Denial has always had a bit of a bumpy career, really. A lot of race wins, a lot of other things, but every single time he has come close to a championship, it has slipped.
But his problem also is, if I may cut up, I mean, this season, especially, he's not been able to. Okay, sure, Mia's won like nearly every single race, but in those races where she's won, he's not been getting those seconds consistently. I mean, last race he got 12th whilst Mia won, and that's huge. So Zero Denial could have still been within a shot of the title if he had just been way more consistent.
I mean, it's just a lot of ifs and buts and ands,
I mean,
or ors, or all kinds of things. It's not really much you can say about it. It's just unfortunate that the reality is he's just let championships slip. I say that as we actually have our first few pit cycles. We have Gold and Oscar Bro out of the pits for their first pit cycles. Oscar Bro is actually still in the pits, just about leaving his box now for the 90 Portimao. their first race in XLMS. He leaves the pit lane now. We are going to have pit cycles very, very soon for LMPs. So, keep your eyes peeled for that, because these pit cycle battles are going to be big. Anyways, we have even more battles now. Actually, wait, has the 71 lost a lap? Wait. What's that pit cycle? I think that might be
maybe.
pit cycle. I don't know. Let's wait for the standings to update before we can give a concrete answer. The 90... Wait, is the 37 into the pits? Or it's just lost time? Yeah, the 37 has... 37 lost time somehow. I don't know if he's pit. That's odd, because now the 98 and 99 are in 2-3.
The 37's not in.
No, he's out on track, but has he been in earlier?
Maybe.
He might have been.
Probably then.
But it's a bit early, isn't it? That means Brummel and Gosha, they're in second and third right now.
That is odd.
Royal's a light year ahead. That Vectra is certainly the quickest car today.
Meanwhile...
Oh, actually, Royal's into the pits now. That's a very early
So the number
pit stop.
71, I think, might be in the pits. Yeah, because the 011 Katsika has just gone by
98 into the
in
pits
the
as well.
LMP2 class.
Well, the
The
99
Katsika.
follows suit. Yeah, no, the 98 Danish. That is the second place car. Gosha stays out, though. So we're going to have a battle in the pits. Has Royal... No, Royal's still in this pit box. Royal has just left it now. Gosha is still out on track. He's going to assume the lead, I believe. Or will be close, actually. Brummel is in the pits. He's there.
Oh, and it is close. But he just comes out of the pit lane, Royal.
Royal just about sneaks... No, he just about sneaks ahead of Gosha, I think. But Gosha is on older tires, though. Yeah, Royal just about sneaks ahead. So, Gosha's still yet to pit. Royal has taken a pit stop. Brummel is out of the pits now. What about LMP2? We have not seen any pit stops from LMP2 just yet. When will they be coming into the pits? Actually, we are getting a good few cars into the pits. 95 Dortals is into the pits now.
And race leader in the LMP class, Mia, is also in the pits.
Yeah, Mia is also in the pits. Who's going to win the battle of the pit road?
And so is Doritos.
Yeah,
so
Doritos is also in the pit. Who is going to win that battle on pit road? Is it worth short fueling? There goes Mia.
A 16-second gap
Local yellow. Local yellow. What's that for?
And yeah, local yellow, and now green flag. So I think a spinner maybe.
Green.
But Mia is out of the pit lane, and that's a big gap, surely.
Yeah, Dortals is taking his time. We have a local again. Dortals out of the pit lane. We're out of the pit box.
Something's happened then, and a green flag again. So something's happened.
What's happening? Actually, no, that's the 71. Yeah, Ray Wolfo's gone.
Oh, and that's 71 is in the LMP.
Yeah, the 71 is gone. That is interesting. That's Ray Wolfo, I believe, who is out of the race. Don't think we can find Lucas Fowley.
Oh yeah,
no,
I think he disconnected.
There.
I think he disconnected Ray Wolfo.
Maybe done for the day.
Yeah. I think
he's still gone. He's still gone.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, back to the front of the LMP2 class, if I may. Now the gap between the 36 SFM and 10 Pro Division is just 1.9 seconds, and the 0 amp speed of Lance Simmons is now in the pit lane as well. So
yeah, Lance Simmons in the pit slightly overshoots. It's still legal. Oh, he backs it up actually. He overshot by quite a margin. Yeah. That's going to lose him a ton of time. That is horrible.
Oh, and that's for a championship leader, for a man as experienced as him. That's a huge mistake.
We see some more cars into the pits. There's the 036 Inca Sport Racing factory entry. Wait, okay, I think I already pit because he just drove past his pit box. No, he's.
And now the 0 amp speed is coming out of the pit lane. This is going to be interesting to see where he comes out. It's also interesting to see
He
where
lost a
the
lot of time into the pits, though.
S11
Where is Fast,
Cat
though?
Seeker.
Fast is going into the last 3 corners now. Is he going to pit? Yeah,
Who's
the
in
011 into the box. 011 into the box.
011. Who's
So that's
in
lead.
the
There goes the
011?
521. 24 Fast into the pits. That is our leader. The 521 will assume the lead. That's Faye, who will take the provisional lead as of now. But Fast will be holding it. He slightly overshoots, but he does keep it in.
Oh, well, slightly. He's kind of turned into the wall a bit. That's not a great area, but he can still get his pit stop done there. So both the 2 race leaders on paper.
The 11's also into the pits. That is Flash, I believe.
Yeah, that is Flash.
If I can find him, that'd be great.
But so the top 2 leaders of this race in the LMP2 class, the 0 amp speed and the
Can
011.
Flash and Rokyo not figure out who has to go and where? No, Rokyo's in the car.
They both overshot it. So
Rokyo's in the car. Are they leaving?
who?
Rokyo is in the car. That's his teammate.
What, in the 011 Katsika?
Yeah, no, into the regular 11. There he goes. Rokyo out of the pit box. Let's see.
That might be big in this race. And and for the people that watch,
he's not even up on the board. That's gonna be good. Now we have to refresh because otherwise this stupid standing system doesn't work. I love Roblox. Roblox is a great game with 0 issues whatsoever.
can definitely agree with you.
Anyways,
on that.
Rokyo is in the 11. 521 faint. The amp speed will take the lead, and quite convincingly.
Faint, pretty good driver. Overall, I like some of the stuff he's been able to accomplish here. And I mean, 3rd in the LMP2 Drivers' Championship with a win in South Korea. Not bad at all. So
he jumps it quite
well.
late, all things considered, but the car is leading championship.
And I mean, let me just mention, guys, the LMP2 Championship is actually way closer than I thought. There's 1 point between... No, that can't be right? 1 point between Lance Simmons and Rock.
So Faye is still out on track.
Yeah, 1 point. Jesus. 1 point between the top 2 in the LMP2 Championship.
But has Mark Anthony pit yet?
Mark Anthony did pit, I believe.
Wait,
I thought I saw him in the
but
pits.
he was so far behind the 98 and the 99 earlier. There's no way he has.
Yeah, because but I'm pretty sure he pitted early. That's
There's no chance he has. He would not have this big of a jump on all tires. It makes no sense. He must be going long. It's the only thing I can imagine.
Maybe he's not pitted.
No, he hasn't pit, definitely. He's trying to go along.
Well, nearly a 3rd into this race. Feels quicker, to be honest. It's been going quite quickly.
I'm struggling to figure out, has Mark Anthony pit? And I don't get it.
I'm watching. I don't think so, but I'm watching him. I think, as he has a moment there, Mark Anthony.
He has such a big gap over the 98 and the 99. And he was so far back in the first stint. There's no way he's pit. He has to peel in eventually. He's got to be on an alternate strategy compared to everyone else. There's no way that he's not pit. No, there's no way that he has pit.
He's still out. He's still going. Mike Antonov's still out there on track, so...
That's extremely weird, honestly.
It's confusing.
It's extremely confusing. You shouldn't be out there, though. If you're following the popular strategy, you should be pitting.
Meanwhile, quick update on the corner cuts.
He must have
Lance
pit because
Simmons-
he's going a second slower than the competition.
Lance
He's
Simmons
going a
is
second.
bloody. So, Lance Simmons, who's currently third in LMP2, he's already got 43 cuts, which is huge. Rock has got a way more respectable 20. Aero Department on 45. Royal on 31. Pizza, so Ibuprofen on 58. Oh my word. And where's Mia? I'm trying to find her. I can't find her anywhere. Which is great.
Right at the top of the leaderboard, you imbecile.
Oh,
Field
there we go.
301,
Okay.
come on.
Fine. Sorry.
38.
38.
Yeah,
So
halfway there already.
Maybe calm down a bit because she's nearly halfway through her corner cuts, because it's 80 corner cuts for the viewers that have just joined in. 80 corner cuts for a drive-through penalty.
Royal's
We're a
at
third
35.
of the way in, and she's got half the amount.
Royal's at 35. Okay, so my conclusion is that Mark Anthony has not pit because he's going a second slower than the competition. There's no way
Alright.
you're going a second slower on new tires.
Very logical conclusion.
So I'm saying there's no chance he's pit.
Meanwhile, back at the front of the LMP2 class, and Lance Simmons just driving on his own, whilst the number 011,
Yeah, the 011 is miles ahead.
miles. So that pit strategy has worked wonders for the 011. Instead of the 0 amp speed. Luckily though, the 011 isn't a car that's in the championship battle. No, he's not. So, lucky little man. Lance Simmons might have this championship because the 73 XKZ is quite a few positions down, and the 521 amp speed, it's right behind him. So,
I can't even find Faye. Where's Faye? I can't find him.
Feint can still fight for this championship, but Rock is throwing these positions away, or these points away, you could say. Now he's behind. Oh no, he's just ahead of the 100 AV Corsa. That is something.
Why can I not find Faye when I need to? Where is he, dude?
Feint?
I can't find him on the spectator board. God, this,
Welcome to my life.
his name literally isn't there. I hate
Where-
this game so much. This
What
game
are some
sucks.
battles that are happening right now?
It's calmed down a little bit. There's basically only the LMP lead, which is Lance Simmons and Faye, I believe. But I have no idea where Faye is because I can't spectate him.
I'll have a look. Just click on Lance Simmons then.
Yeah, but he's way ahead.
Oh yeah, true. What, are you looking for Feint?
Yeah, I'm looking for Faye.
Or Faye, or Feint.
Oh wait, no,
however you
Faye's
say.
not even in the car. What?
Who is then?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure
Bloody-
out. We're gonna do another refresh. Let's see if this fixes anything.
Feint's not even on my driver board.
Yeah, because he's not in the car. But who is?
No clue. Can you ask Lucas, maybe? Lucas down at pit lane.
He's not even in the car.
Yeah, but like ask him in DMs or something. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. I should, like, where is he?
Amazing stuff.
The 521's obviously out on track, though. Where is he? Okay, I give up on trying to find this guy. Because it's obviously not working. Anyways, the 36 is fighting with the 10. That's Thundermark and... That's Thundermark and Zero Denial. I'll let you take over quickly. I will be going to the bathroom. Because I desperately need it.
Okay, good luck. Meanwhile, but I think, is that the... Lance Simmons is in a battle now with the 521, I think. I just got past him. Might be the 521. Mind you, I don't have control of the stream, so I've got no clue who we're looking at. And I've got no clue who I'm looking at here in the front battle. That was the 521, I think. Yeah, that was the 521. So the 521 amp speed of what should normally be Faye has just gone past the number 0 amp speed. This is quite big for the championship. At least teams championship wise. Drivers, I'm sure that's gonna have to change a thing or two as well, because that gap in the standings is only 4 points, and 4 points is quite a lot, especially when you're battling for what is second.
Who are we watching now?
So the 521 has just gotten past the 0 amp speed.
I'm still struggling to find out who's driving the 521, sorry.
Yeah, me too, but I'm just so...
We're checking the team roster. It's me, Chadland.
He had so much pace, did the 521. Was it?
But it's not Chadland
Quite
driving though. Wait, who is
insane.
it? I don't know who it is.
Anyways, the 521 is in second.
Oh, it's Golger. Is it Golger? Wait, is it Golger? Yeah, it's Golger in the 521. Yeah, it's Golger in the 521. Apologies for the shoddy camera work. Ah, there he is. Ah, okay, I found him. It's Golger. Ah, okay. Mystery solved, guys. Yippee.
Nice one. Now,
Ooh, yippee.
this is me.
Good job, me.
Yeah, after a while.
Anyways, do we have anything else? Where is
Golgala. All right. Now you take it over because I also need the bathroom.
Good luck, as you wish me.
Thank you.
What demons must we be fighting to wish each other good luck?
Exactly.
So, I don't know what to talk about because Kian's gone now, so I'm quite lost for words. We have 11 people watching. I'm sure one of you guys could ask some questions in chat. Anyways, time for another shameless self-promotion. RSCA_racing, RSCA_RACING. Our official Instagram. We post some interesting things on there sometimes. We haven't had a post in ages, but that doesn't matter. We do some interesting memes. Anyways, Mark Ethno. The mystery continues. How is this guy still out on track? I do not get it. This guy is not obeying the laws of physics. He's so slow. Roblox is catching him though. He will catch him over time, I believe. Let's see if we have any other battles around the track. Look at fast. Where's Golger? Golger is starting to catch up, slowly but surely. He is starting to get there. Oh, what's that voice crack in half? Oh, ugh. Ouch. Anyways, not much is happening, really. Let's look a bit down versus the red. Oh, Oscar, is he fighting the 71? Oh, he is fighting the 71. We have a battle for P9, ladies and gentlemen. The 90 and the 71. So that's Ray Wolfo and Oscar Burr who will be fighting for P9, a lap down off the lead, maybe even 2. No, it will be 2 after this lap. But Golger and Ray Wolfo, not Golger, Ray Wolfo and Oscar Burr fighting for P9 overall, P9 in class as well. Evenly matched it seems, the Lunario and the Vectra. I think, yeah, Ray just about nips ahead.
Oh, by quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, a good bit, actually, yeah. The VLAG just made it seem like it was less.
Ray Wolfo's in the 71
the
RSCA Eclipse.
Yeah, then you have the 90 in the Portimao Racing.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's pretty close. I'm just surprised we're coming off the Spa 6 hours where it's always really close.
And we have it even closer here.
Yeah, even closer. Just a 30-second gap between first and second.
Oh, Ferrari BOP. Really?
Yeah, Ferrari BOP. I don't even know who won that. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil who won it.
Oh, I will spoil it. It was one of the Ferraris in both classes. What are you gonna do about it?
Wait, was it actually?
Yeah.
Ferraris won Spa.
Yeah. 1-2 as well, I believe. Whatever.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I was expecting
BOP.
Real.
Okay. Anyways, do we have battles? Is Oscar Burr still fighting with Ray Wolfo? They're tight. They're okay
yes,
close.
somewhat.
Yeah, they're okay close to each other. A quick update for the people who are interested in CC limits and whatever. The second drive-through penalty is at 120, the third one at 150, and you will be sent down at 170. That's a disqualification. We have Sylvia very close to the drive-through. He's a P6 in the 64. Who else? We have Ray at 69. He is also getting very, very close. Khalifa Towers at 70. And I think that's about everyone who's close.
Forza Ferrari. Oh my god, and I'm not surprised. Ferrari BOP too good.
Royal's at 40, which means he would get a penalty at the end of the race. Let's see, where is Golger? Comparison too fast. They are not that much separated anymore, really. Was fast last lap, 108.9 was Golger's last lap, 109.2, so it is actually starting to spread a little bit, but Golger has been a little bit quicker through the stint.
I'm currently just looking at the 90. Whoever's in that again. I know, Ray Wolfo. It's Ray Wolfo and someone. Did I disconnect or?
Oh no.
Have you? Oh, okay,
I'm
no.
still going.
Okay.
I'm still going strong.
Okay, good. Cause during your intro, like during the looking at all the drives before the race, it happened to me, and I was so scared.
No, I'm doing fine. I'm chilling.
All right, good. No, it's probably if I stop hearing you or you stop hearing me, it's probably just a problem on my end.
Quiet. I think that's all.
Maybe. No, but then again, like before the race, when that happened to me, I literally had to turn off Discord and turn it back on again.
Yippee.
Just to hear your voice again. And it was like right at the end of the going through everyone. So it was good timing. But as Ray Wolfo goes a little bit wide.
Actually, I need to watch Ray Wolfo. I've been watching LMP2 so much.
Please watch Ray Wolfo. This is a good battle.
Yeah, the 90s trying to catch up.
And currently we're in a position where Ray Wolfo's in a position where he could easily now lose his 9th place.
Oh, crash! Golger!
Oh.
Golger! That is the 521 amp speed. I think he is disconnected.
Oh, yeah.
That's the 521 amp speed has disconnected into sector 3. That puts Fast at safety. Golger. It's gone.
That
Golger
is-
disconnected. We'll get a local
That's
yellow
huge.
soon.
That's Golger in the...
Yeah, there's the local. Fast is just going to come down the hill now towards that little area. You can see him in the barrier there, facing 90 degrees to the track. I know it's a left-hander, but it's not that much to the left.
Yeah, so Golger's disconnected. I want to see where Fast is. Not Fast, Golger, or his car.
He is just before the bridge. On the double left before the bridge. That is huge. The 521 goes tumbling down the order. I believe Lucas Fowley in the car now. Trying to recover it. But that is huge.
It's depressing.
Could say that, yeah. That is very big. We still have a fight between the 10 and the 36 for P4. No, for P3, sorry, that's the podium spot.
But that's surely the race victory in LMP2 gone.
It might actually be, yeah.
Or the race victory battle. I'm sure now that Fast can go and win it and get this one done.
Yeah, he might. It seems all but locked out. God, I'm so tired. I get that it's like starting to turn night here in Vermont, but like, oof. We will be ending off the sunset. The sunset is actually starting to come in a little bit.
Are we ending this race off in sunset? Ooh.
Yeah, it is. Will be night. Local yellow is back out. We'll get
Local yellow, and
We'll get you update on what that's on.
I'm sure that's just for the 5-2-1.
Maybe, but we'll get you an official statement on what it is.
I want to see that car as well.
That
if
car
it's
is
still
really nice, but is the car even going?
Yeah, car's not there anymore, so that's
It has been recovered.
good for the drivers. But was that a disconnect, or?
It's the only thing I can imagine.
Because then he might get his. If he manages to get back in, he'll get his.
He'll get his lap back.
Yeah.
90's in the pits.
And
that's
then...
gonna end this battle with Ray. But the Golger gone. That's huge. It's actually going. I believe that's being recovered. I'll get you an update on who. I don't know who that's on. It's not Lucas Fowley. I have no idea who that is. Actually, Golger, never mind, Golger's back in the car. He will be rejoined shortly.
And will he get his time back?
He will, yes. But it's still a long drive to burn off extra fuel and you gotta burn the tires off and all this. It's still a lot of work. He will be rejoining very, very shortly.
Yeah, but okay, so that will be interesting for strategy then. Because he's basically then taking another pit stop and not losing time.
No, but he burns off so much fuel.
True.
The 64 has served its drive-thru. That's Sylvia. Serving the drive-thru. That is our first drive-thru of the day. 84 cc's. That is an incredible number, to say the least. Good job, Sylvia. You were the first one to do so. Is this something I would be proud of? Not really, but good job. You did it anyways.
Well, so far, it's been quite an eventful race, to be honest. Even though the gaps don't maybe show it.
God, I need to stop being so tired, bro.
To yawn. As I say, it was eventful. Perfect time to yawn.
Yeah. Maybe make my body clock a bit more eventful. That'd be nice. Oh, God. Yeah, sun is starting to set. You can especially see the reaction down the final few corners. It's quite the pretty track. It's nice. It's cool.
Very much is.
I wish we could come back to Greenland. Greenland is a very nice track. And it's Greenland, Michigan.
Greenland?
It's Greenland, Michigan, not Greenland,
Oh my
Danish
god,
Kingdom.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Greenland, Michigan, not Greenland, Danish Kingdom. Disappointingly for me. Disappointingly, but it is Greenland, Danish Kingdom. It's Danish Kingdom. Greenland, Michigan, sorry.
Well, I'm glad I'm hearing an American say Danish instead of American.
I'm not American though.
Are you not?
No,
Oh, I thought you were.
no, I'm Danish.
You're what? You're Danish?
Yeah,
You're Danish?
yeah.
You sound American.
Tells me that, dude. Dude, everyone says I'm American. Okay, to be
Oh my
fair,
God,
I had like, a ton of American classmates, and I learned English off of Americans. So like, it makes sense.
Yeah,
but I'm
true.
not American though. You
I
always
mean-
give me that yeehaw accent. You know, from like the deep south. Hell
To
yeah,
be
man.
honest-
Let's go to Texas.
to-
Let's go watch that guy.
To be honest, you sounded more Canadian, but I was just gonna presume
Dude,
you were
everyone,
American.
everyone says this, man.
Oh,
Dude,
my bad.
It's fine. Like, damn.
No
Oh,
wonder
well.
you called it Danish Kingdom.
Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna be accurate about my country's properties, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So
Anyways, back to the racing.
we have an hour of racing left. The sun is starting to set. The battle for P3 still rages on. Yippee! We'll see the sun start setting, and we will go into night for XLMS. It's a calming race. Oof.
Really is.
So much
It's like putting on
hype.
white noise.
It literally is. We need stage
Ah, well-
cautions. We need stage cautions. Get everyone punched up again.
No, I mean, we need just someone bring out the safety car.
Let me bring out the safety car. It would be funny.
Anyways, well, I want to do some quick advertising, but
Nah,
if you tuned in earlier,
Nah, bro. No more
Um,
advertising. Oh, Mark Gampino's lost. Wait, are we going back into the pit cycle? Because Brommelman's leading again. Mark Gampino's way down. Yeah, I think we're going back into the pit cycle. It's been half an hour since our last pit stops. So back to the pit cycle we go.
welcome to the Pit Cycle Show with
With
Key and
Kian
GP
I.
and yeah.
Yeah, big stuff. So we're gonna see the 98 pit soon. We will see the 99 pit soon. We'll watch the 99 now, see if they go into the pits. Gosh, just saying something. He's retiring. That'll be race over for the 99.
Oh, what happened to Gosha?
I think he's just done for the weekend. No idea what should be wrong there, but that'll race over for him. Still very competitive out and taking a position point. Brommelman stays out another lap. He will extend his lead. For now. So Brommelman stays out. He is going a bit longer than the second spin. Actually, wait, I think... Have they pit already? I think they have. We missed the pit cycle again. Well, not again, but like, we missed it, I think. That's a shame. It's very much a shame. Gosh, they're done for the day. He's gone. The 95. 5 seconds from the 22. I believe that means pit cycle. I think the LMP grid is going through their pit cycles once again. Only 30 seconds from the top 4. The 36 and the 10 still fighting so much. Thundermark and Zero Denial, literally nose and tail, side by side, the whole lap.
And yeah, and it's getting quite closer, but Zero Denial, he's just sticking out ahead. That's the important part here in this battle, at least.
I can't
And
really be
important for his
biased because I
championship
have my
as
own
well.
favorites in this fight, and I can't really say who it is. I have people I want to win and lose, but like this battle's been going for an hour now. It is going. Oh, that final corner. Oof. The 10 has actually sneaked ahead of the 36. I assume they will be pitting soon. Dorto's in the pits as we say that. And he will be relinquishing his P2, but he will be ahead after the pit cycle.
This battle is is getting quite, well, I don't want to say heated, but it's the battle for the podium, so
it is a bit heated.
It's quite important.
But they've been fighting for an hour now. It's been raging on.
Okay, I've just gotten my dinner. Ooh. What are we working with?
Spaghetti? Can we get a Kian dinner review here in Vermont?
Alright. So you got okay, so for food, so we've got some vegetables on the side. Peppers and stuff. Ooh, looking good. It's quite a basic meal, you can tell. We got spaghetti, we got the sausages on the side. Very basic, but very strong option. We got some salad there as well, and then to wash it all down, we've got some Coca-Cola, the classic.
The all-encompassing.
The all-encompassing. So, honestly, 7 out of 10 meal. It looks good. It's basic, and it's probably
works.
not a Gordon Ramsay level meal, but it looks good, and it's solid.
Thank you for the meal review. I'm still yet to eat dinner, and I'm not hungry.
The meal review brought to you by rowracing.com.
Yeah, big up. Anyways, the battle for P3 still going strong. Will they continue into their pit cycles? The sun is starting to set below the horizon. Zero Denial into the pits, I believe.
Zero, yeah.
Yeah, Zero into the pits. He'll be the first to pit of those. A bit late on the pit cycle if you're going for a 3-stop. But he is in nonetheless. Protovision quite far down on the pit lane. Oh, the lights are turning on. Yo. Okay, so it's officially nighttime. Oh, 23.
It's officially
23 drive-through. That is the Shadow Copa. That is in P4. That is Khalifa Towers V23. He will be getting a drive-through. The lights are starting to turn on. Let's see if we can find one of the Reese's, because those are so pretty in the night.
And we're about to...
Yeah, you can see the front lights all turn on. Those are so pretty.
Ah.
Anyways.
We're about to go racing under the lights. This is really Sebring.
Under what lights?
Vibe.
We have no
Under
lights.
What lights?
We have the headlights of all the cars, and that's about it.
Yeah,
So
pretty
Khalifa
much.
Towers.
But some of those pictures will look good.
Oh, they will. Just like wait till we get into the pitch darkness. You can see the moon also starting to rise just over the horizon. 23 will likely come in for the pit cycle now. Well, not pit cycle, drive-through now. As you deserve to. We see the 011 also into the pits. 011, that's 24 fast. That's the LMP2 leader into the pits.
O11 of fast, right?
Yeah, 24 fast into the pits.
And this might be, hopefully it's going to be a quick stop.
They still have another pit stop to clear after this, likely. They cannot make 52 minutes to the end. The 23 serving its drive-through. Well, where's Golger? Golger is likely going to take the lead. I think he already has, thinking of it. Fast, still in the pit box.
And out of the pit
There goes
box
Fast.
comes the 011 of Fast in the Katsika Motorsport. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be tight. Where's Golger? Actually, Golger may have already cleared him. I'm not sure.
If I have a look...
We'll see. We'll
Indeed
see.
he has.
We'll see when the standings update.
Oh no! Wait! Hold on.
Wait for the standings update. Wait for the standings
Golger's
update.
just about to cross the line.
Yeah, so he will take the provisional race lead, although he has not pit yet. So Golger yet
And there's
to pit.
the moon in the background.
Oh, this is beautiful. So Golger yet to pit still. He will likely pit. That'll relinquish the lead to the 011 again. Actually, he may have undercut. Ooh, strategic battles here. He may have undercut the 011. Into night we go. We might actually check on the CCs now, because we do have a little bit of time gap. Ray has a drive-through. I don't think he has served that though. Let's hope
And
the
halfway
steward
through
can-
this race, Mia, 64 corner cuts. She might have a
Most
drive-through
people are
at
actually
the end of
gonna
this
get a
race.
drive-through here. I think everyone is on track for a drive-through. Yeah, everyone's on track for a drive-through. This is gonna be exciting. You can get a bunch of penalties for CC limit. Actually, that's Ray Wolfo, I believe, serving his drive-through. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. Kian, I must ask, what is your favorite car model which looks best under the lights?
Oh, you know what? Okay, so the red on Mia's SFM looks great. Was it Ray Wolfo's car? That looks really good, although I haven't looked at him in a bit. But the blue and the white and the purple line looks really good. Really almost like futuristic under the lights. Fast with the red, blue, red, blue,
Yeah, the purple and the orange, the
Purple.
purple and red, yeah.
That looks sick. I think Fast's 011 Katsika takes the cake for me. That car looks sick under the lights.
I must give a little backstory to this 011 livery. So prior to this season, it was meant that Crocs, your favorite Crocs enthusiast, you're a S1 LMP3 champion and race winner and all kinds of things, he was supposed to drive this livery for the 11. And shortly before the season, he had to miss the season, and he has not raced since. Which is why we have the green livery for the 11, and we have the purple livery for the 011. I'll come in with my picks for the best under the lights. I would say that Zero Denial's car looks best, or any of the Vectras really, with how much the light shines. I think they look really, really good. Also, I might be a bit biased. I might be a little bit biased, but the intakes on the Lunario bin with what Dortals and Gold are driving, I just love the intake linings. They look so good. I love it, and I get that it's a bit biased because I made the car, but oof, it looks so good. I love it. For LMP2,
Self-glaze.
yeah, I'm sorry, I just had to. I just like it so much. About
can tell.
LMP2, yeah, I honestly just love it. It's so clean. Where's Fast? I can't find. Well, Fast of course is a really nice one. I love that livery. It looks so good. It was meant. I made the livery to look good at night. It was supposed to look good at night. That was the whole point behind this livery. And you can see once he drives under the bridge, and you can see the light shining down the reflections. It looks so good. I need to find Flash as well because I think I have to refresh again. That's ironic.
Are you able to hear me when I eat?
Yeah, I do.
Ah, right.
It's slight. It's barely anything. Let me find Fast. I need to find Fast. Because I must commit a little bit more self-glazing. Not Fast, Flash.
He's at the top, I think.
No, that's Fast though. The top. Oh, the 521 pits. That's Golger.
Oh yeah, and he's
Into
in the
the
pit lane,
pits.
Golger. And this is going to be important.
Yeah,
for
that's the 011
lead.
who will take the lead now. Battle on pit road, basically. The 521 is into the pit with Golger.
Golger in the pit.
Where's Fast going to come
still...
out in comparison? Where does Fast come out in comparison
I'm
to
interested to see.
Golger?
Fast is in the last sector, but he's way away from the start-finish straight. Golger might have this. Golger might have this lead in the middle of the night, under the light.
It's a long pit lane. He's starting to reach the end. He's towards the end now.
On the start-finish straight now.
Oh, it's gonna be tight.
Fast might have it. Golger's gonna have it. Golger, I think.
Yeah, Golger just about pips it. Yeah, Golger pips it.
Golger is just gonna have the lead of the RSCA Sportscar Festival, and that is by in what has been so far an hour and a 15-minute long race. Somehow the top two only separated by just a few seconds in what has been a vastly different race strategy owing to the disconnection of the 521.
That is certainly interesting. That's a very interesting strategy call.
Unbelievable.
That is very big. That's a big swing. But Golger is going to have to contend with some cold tires to start off with. He's already going a little bit wide. Fast might catch him, but we will see. Back to our little livery debate. I was talking about the 011. If we look at Flash, I don't think the green and red works as well as the purple. The green, red, and white, not as good. In the Italian colors. It doesn't work as good as the purple.
Oh, but you know what? We haven't talked about them yet, but the retools, the especially on the wing, the red,
the
purple,
sky,
blue,
yeah, the sky is
with the sky logo. Oh, in the night that looks so good, and the front blue light. Not the best. I still prefer Fast livery, but it is still a great livery for the night. I feel like
the two Lunarios, they're side by side through the chicane. I'm sure Honix will love this. I'm sure she'll adore that two of the three Lunarios are side by side. But there's still three Lunars. We'll look at Oscar Bro if he's still even driving. He's even driving the 19 now. That's R15 is odd. He has the pink intake lights for the... Wait, is that car on the side of the road? I think Golger disconnected.
Who?
Golger disconnected, I think.
Golger?
Yeah, on the road towards the pit lane, right before the pit entry.
Oh, no, yes he has.
I think that is Golger.
For the second time this race, Golger's disconnected. Thank the Lord for him that he will, if he manages to rejoin,
that
get his time back.
Is in the wall. That is a disaster class for Amspeed. That 521, they're going to get a... They're probably going to get drive-through for CC limits, and they're disconnected. That is a horrible way to start off the stint. Which means Fast will extend his lead even more. Lance Simmons is quite the way behind. Where is Flash, though? Can Flash catch up? I don't think Flash will be catching up anytime soon, unless there will be a drive-through in the air. I do not know.
May I mention the number 36 is about to get past the number 10 Pro Division in LMP.
Let's see if I can.
They're right in the battle here through the chicane, and the 36 driven by Thundermark Gamer.
I think they're side by side. The 10 seems to just be ahead. I think 0 to 9 is just a little wide for the 10.
Thundermark Gamer.
Thunder's gonna have the run on him. I think 0 is gonna have a better lap though. No, Thunder's not really getting by. Through the final corner.
Great defensive driving.
Yeah,
Great
0 is
defensive
pipped him, I
driving
think.
by the number 10.
Yeah, the 10, the 0 denial just ahead. That is huge. That is very,
but only
very
by
huge.
a little bit, and this straight might help Thundermark Gamer here and
Side by
the
side up into
SFM
the
team.
side by side,
Side by side, and now to third, the number 36. I
They're
think we
side by
might have
side
it.
still.
And the 36 is
Yeah, I
ahead.
think the 36 has just pipped it, but there's still a lot more of the lap to go. 0 denial is a lot quicker through the second sector and third sector as well. So through the chicane now.
And look at that exit.
Yeah,
Through
0
the
denial.
chicane.
It's quicker through the second sector.
0 denial, the Meister around the circuit here in Vermont. But it's, well, at least in this battle,
It is
the
extremely
number
close.
36 is still
Oh,
here.
36 a bit steep out. 36 lost a lot of time through that little banking there. 3 corners left of the lap. 0 denial seems to just about pip ahead. What about the final corner? Oh, Thundermark cuts a huge part. Woof.
And now he's up to 59 corner cuts as Thundermark Gamer. So that's going to be huge. Now this straight, once again, will be big in this battle because Thundermark Gamer, little bit more of a gap between these two now. And enough of a gap for 0 denial to stay ahead. Entering turn
Thundermark is
3.
cutting a lot. Woof. That is a lot of cutting. That is very...
Yeah, he's on 60.
He might be intentionally cutting. That is-
Maybe, but then again, 0 denial is on 63, and now 0 denial may have just lost this position. Whilst trying to lap LMP2s, whilst in the thick of it with, is that the Danish Motorsport?
No, that's the recent clips, I think.
Oh no, yeah, that is.
No, because the Danish is in P2.
Danish is in P2, that's,
That's Doritals.
yeah, that's the Eclipse. But
Yeah.
now, I think, yes, the 36 is by.
Yeah, he's taking the lead. A bit suspiciously,
The lead,
though.
third.
Well,
Thundermark
third.
Gamer
The lead of the battle, at
is in
least.
third place.
It's interesting. He cut a lot. That seems really suspicious, but I'll keep my comments away. That was certainly an interesting race for them two. We'll look into GT a bit. Royal has a good lead over Mark Anthony and Brummoman. Brummoman is actually starting to catch up to Mark Anthony, though. He is quicker than Mark Anthony as well. This is a battle for the championship.
And this could be huge. But
And
I've
if it
got food
finishes
in my
like
mouth.
this, the 37's going to gain 1 more point on the 98. Which will mean they will be 6 points divided. If I do my math correctly, they'll be 6 points divided into Del Mar. Theoretically, if we do a little bit of mental maths here, if they are 6 points divided into Del Mar, and we assume that Mark, like the last 2 races, only takes 1 point on Brummoman every single race, Brummoman
Then he's
will
got the
take the championship by, what is that? 3 points, if I do my maths right. He'll win the championship by 3 points. Assuming he only gains 1 point. But remember, the final round is double points. That 1 point all of a sudden becomes 2.
And then he still takes the championship.
He still takes the championship, yes. He will still have that 3-point gap. But he needs to extend the lead at some point. Like, I hate throwing these kind of things at moving drivers, but like, Promo needs to keep that lead to keep the 98 into the championship. He does lead drivers quite dominantly. There's nobody even close to him. But the Cars Championship is something else. That's very, very different. However, Brummoman is catching 37 before the final pit stops. Not Thundermark. Mark Anthony in the RSCA 37. Brummoman's in the 98 Inca. We are 8 minutes from our next pit stop cycle. This could decide the race. And this race could be big.
Very big. Potentially, but...
Last
Mark
lap.
Anthony
Mark Anthony lost 4/10 on Bro Moment. The 98 is catching 4/10 to the 37. Royal is running away with it, but the battle for P2 is the battle for the championship. The 521 doesn't seem to be coming back anytime soon. Bay, extremely slow. We will see what happens with them. Bro Moment is trying to catch desperately.
I'm looking on the onboard.
He's catching.
This is going to be.
He's catching in the first sector.
He's catching. But Mark Anthony can kind of hold his ground in the second and third.
But overall, Rommel is catching into the first sector. There goes the 95, his teammate. There goes the 22. Does Mark Anthony lose even more time? He goes a bit wide there in the penultimate corner. A bit slow through the final corner. How much time is he going to lose? He is slower than Bro Moment in the second sector. Bro Moment will take another 5/10 on him. 4.5 tenths. Taken out of the 37. Bro Moment is catching rapidly. 5/10 a lap. Half a second every single lap. This is big.
And I mean, yeah, this is big. This is massive, as I would say if it was Le Mans.
Mark Anthony is also getting tantalizingly close to a drive-through. He's at 72. Bro Moment is at 59.
Ooh.
Mark Anthony has to watch out. Bro Moment.
Yeah, because Bro Moment has really got the advantage here.
Mark Anthony is cutting a lot to keep his lead with 36 minutes left. A drive-through could decide it all.
This is getting increasingly more exciting in the dying half an hour of this race.
Bro Moment gains 2/10 through the second sector. Out of the final corner, Mark Anthony, a 122. Bro Moment, a 119.8. 4/10 yet again. They are getting closer and closer. You can smell the exhaust fumes coming out of 37.
This is like F1, not endurance.
You can smell the exhaust fumes coming out of the 37. You can smell it from the driver of the 98. This is getting so close, and we are still a whole pit stop yet to go. 35 minutes left here at VRP.
And currently, I mean, Mark Anthony is in a real bad situation here. Is this the moment where he has to relinquish the GT Championship to the Greek god in Vermont? What a moment. What a situation.
The 98 is yet to finish any lower than second place. They finished second on 4 occasions, and the 3 other occasions they have won. Bro Moment here is catching Mark Anthony. You can literally reach out and kiss that 37. Mark Anthony, 20-9. Bro Moment, another 4/10 quicker. They are literally nose to tail right now. Traffic flows through.
It's going to get increasingly chaotic with the LMPs driving by. Look at how close they are now. They say all roads lead to Rome. But what's the point for Mark Anthony if he doesn't have a championship trophy in his boot to kick with it? Currently, it looks like he's going to lose this second place and potentially with it, his title hopes. I mean, it's still close.
The 0 gets a drive-through. That's going to promote the 11. The 0 MC Lance Simmons gets a drive-through. Sorry to cut you off. Lance Simmons gets a drive-through. That will promote the 11 Katika to P3 and LP2, which will be 12 overall. But now, we are back to the GT fight. We see even more lapping traffic. Now they're also catching up to a backmarker GT. What will happen between the two of them? Bro Moment so tantalizingly close to that second place. How much will the gap be this time? Mark Anfield, 120.4. Bro Moment, a 120 flat, 4/10 yet again. And we will get likely the pass for the lead this lap. Side by side through turn 1. So Bravo loses a little bit of time into the first sector. However, that will be made up through the second and third sectors. Bravo is still side by side with Mark Anthony. Starts to drop a little bit behind. Still literally bumping each other. They can get so close. 98, side by side around the outside. Through the chicane, side by side once again. Bravo Moment can put a move on. Has he put the move on though? Yes, he has! Mark Anthony has lost his second place. Brumman is only just ahead. Brumman seems to have taken P2 away from Mark Anfield, and Mark Anfield will be getting a drive-through very soon. Brumman still leading through the penultimate corner. Leads for the last one. Who will be over the line? I think Mark Anfield may have just tipped it. Mark Anfield just about leads. However, that is a very slow lap from the both of them. For a moment, still trying to catch up so desperately. However, the pit cycle is coming so soon. Will they win on pit road? Will the battle be decided on pit road though? Or will Brumman pull his absolute last trick out of the hat, out of his sleeve, and get that second place?
Brumman is right behind. I was on mute. I didn't even know, so I've been shouting just now and I was on mute, so apologies there.
Oh, third time goes wide.
Mark Anthony goes up. Yeah,
Let's
Mark Anthony goes wide.
4 cc separate him
from that. He's gained time from that, but if we look at the corner cuts, this might be huge. In this.
It will be.
I don't know how many cuts he's on.
He's at 75. 76 make that.
But now Mark Anthony's got a bit of a gap between him and Brumman.
Brumman has to manage 17 cc's in 30 minutes. That is very much possible.
Oh my
they
god.
Fall into each other pits.
Oh, and they both go in the pit. This has become a battle for the pit lane now. It's huge. It's inconceivable.
Brumman has a later pit box. So Mark Anthony.
The battle on track and for the championship has turned to the battle on pit road.
Mark Anthony has the earlier pit box.
Mark Anthony's stall is a bit before,
is a bit
so this
earlier.
is going to be vital.
We'll see who leaves first. Who will win this battle? There goes Mark Anthony. He'll take a much shorter pit stop. But where will the 98 come out?
90.
There goes 98. They will be neck and neck once again.
They are going to be absolutely so close. Maybe, well, not side by side, but
it seems like Mark Anthony has taken a little bit more time. Has gotten a bit more aggressive with the fuel load. Mark Anthony is about, what is that, 7/10 ahead of the 98. He has taken a shorter fuel load, but will that work for him? Is he going to have to save fuel later? He's going to have to save CCs. He is at 76. Brumman, however, is at 62. The 22 has a drive-through. That has been served already. That's the race leader. Mark Anthony has to give it everything he has without cutting. That will be a challenge for him. He has 3 cuts to play with over the next half hour. Final pit stops have been done. It is all about the on-track action now.
And honestly, Brumman's in a position where he doesn't need to push too hard, but
he still needs to get close enough where he can get a stable gap without getting a drive-through himself, and he can still lead after that drive-through.
Yeah, so I mean, we're in a very tense position here because for the viewers that have just tuned in, this isn't just for second in the GT3 class for today. This is for a potential driver championship. It's all eyes on these two.
So 7 points separate them as it stands now. However, if it finishes like this, it will be 6 points going into Del Mar. But Bra Moment is quicker. He will be outpacing Mark Anthony, and Mark Anthony has to watch out with those CCs. Oh, wide he goes. He slides a bit. One more CC for Mark Anthony. He really has to watch. He only has 2 more to play with. More than this. And there goes his championship, perhaps.
Yeah, seriously, just one more.
And then he has one more to play with. He has 1 more to play with.
He can't risk it. He can't risk it, but he may have just done.
Oh, a bit wide there as well.
Bloody word. And Mark Anthony.
1 CC to play with. Look at that name. Badger. Look at that name. Look at Bra Moment. 63. They are so close to each other. Bra Moment, however, is quicker on track. But he does not have to worry about CCs.
But yeah, but the gap is still a bit big. The gap is a few seconds. Mark Anthony doesn't have to risk it, but he goes wide. Is that a corner cut?
No, it's
Technically,
not.
I don't think so.
It's not, no.
So the risk isn't... I mean, he really needs to watch out because he's been taking many lines where he goes two wheels off track.
He has 1 mistake for error. The rest of the race, basically. The next 25 minutes, he can make 1 mistake.
This is one of those moments in racing where 1 mistake equals your championship potentially being over. And for Mark Anthony, he could not have that. He really can't have this. Bra Moment wants it. Mark Anthony wants it. But in this position, Bra Moment doesn't need to push for it.
Mark Anthony,
they say,
with 1 CC left to play with, he's kept it clean this entire lap. However, he seems to be extremely slow.
Yeah, because he's not risking it. But now Bra Moment can catch up to him. We're gonna see lap times wise what the gaps are, because Bra Moment is just there. It's just a few seconds, and he's holding clear. I don't think he's really gaining much time, but he also doesn't need to gain much time. As long as he can just keep Mark Anthony in sight. With 25 minutes to go, there's surely 0 chance that Mark Anthony won't get a drive-through.
The question is now, will Bra Moment get a drive-through, though? As much as Mark Anthony can get a drive-through, if they both get drive-throughs, all of a sudden, they're equal pegging again. So the 78 has to keep, well, no, not 78, the 37 has to keep clean. Wide it goes! Last CC to play with! The next one will mean a drive of shame. He goes very wide.
And he just nearly, that was how close it was between him and a championship. But he just manages to hold through, I think. And that number 37 is just going to hold through. Who's ZYY? I can't see on corner.
That is fast. He has got a drive-through.
And then who's Mark Anthony? That's
the 37. That's Badger.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Bra Moment losing slight amounts of lap time, but Mark Anthony has to watch out. He has literally no room for error anymore.
This is unbelievable stuff. This is unforeseen stuff. This isn't for a race. This is for a championship. This is off the scale. And currently, a championship, well, the chance of winning a championship and having a drive of shame in the pit lane here at Vermont is all in the hands of this man. Mark Anthony of the number 37 Secret Formula Motorsport. A car that was so successful at Le Mans this season. A car which right now is in prime position to lose a championship to the Greek god in Vermont.
Mark Anthony, no CCs to play with. Next mistake is the end of it. Bra Moment has no reason to push. He will be conserving his CCs towards the end. The 11 is in, serving his drive-through. Can Mark Anthony keep his 1 CC alive the whole race? Ooh, very tight on the exit there of turn 1. Still at 79.
Oh my word. What a race we're being treated to. Mark Anthony. He's actually holding up pretty well as well. I think Bro Moment's gonna actually have to start pushing in a moment's time.
Well, as it looks like now, he won't. He will not get any more CCs this race. Badger, he is literally one to play with. If there's a single mistake, he's done for. Bro Moment does not have to push at all.
So I think, yeah, but Bro Moment, because it seems like the last few laps, Mark Anthony has not used any cuts.
He's done 3 clean laps, but Bro Moment has done 5 in a row at this point.
True.
Badger, again, this is about mistakes. You can't abuse this. It's about mistake. If you make this one mistake, you're done. Like, Bro Moment doesn't have to push at all. He knows Badger will make that one mistake. It will happen sooner or later. Either that, or he slows down. It's one or the other. And especially as the tires wear, you're going to get caught off with tire wear, and you're going to end up going wide, and you're going to have issues. This is big.
This isn't just big, this is off the scale. And honestly, I have never seen anything like this ever. That someone being on the brink of a championship and a championship loss. I mean, oh my, this is insane to watch.
Bro Moment has no incentive to push. Bro Moment with no incentive to push here. He is gaining time, I believe. Not by much, but I believe he is gaining slight amounts of time.
Meanwhile, they're about to be lapped again. The last time the LMPs lapped Mark Anthony, the battle between him and Bro Moment started, and well, how many minutes later? Not that much. They're being lapped again. And now we're in a position where, well, in Hypercar, in LMP, it's an SFM 1-2.
However, Thundermark has to watch out with corner cuts. I believe Dortals is trying to catch up to him. He's not that far ahead. And Dortals does not have to watch out with corner cuts anymore. He has done drive-through, but he does not have to watch.
Mia's had a drive-through already. We didn't even see that.
We
Mia's
saw that.
Had a
we caught
drive-through.
a little bit of it, I believe.
But my oh my, and the 5-2-1, is the 5-2-1 still in this?
Yes, they are. They're leading. That's Faye.
Is that Faye?
Yeah, it's Faye.
Okay. Oh, so they did a driver swap. Okay.
They did, yeah. After Golger disconnected second time. Bro Moment's catched up, it seems. Yeah, Bro Moment took 2/10 out of that.
Bro Moment took 2/10?
Yeah, he took 2/10, and he's a 10th quicker in Sector 1 as well.
So Bro Moment is starting to push a little bit now as well, and
Mark Anthony has to be careful. He's a 10 slower in Sector 2 as well. Mark Anthony is losing time again. The
10 minutes
Inca
ago,
obviously
we were
better
in
in
this
the tire
situation.
wear.
10 minutes later, in the final 20 minutes,
117.6 for Mark Anthony. 117.1 for Bro Moment. Half a second of improvement from Bro Moment. When will Mark Anthony have to start pushing?
Unbelievable. When was the last time we saw this? I don't remember. And man oh man, what an ending. What a race. Under the moon here in Vermont. It's Italy versus Greece. It's SFM versus Danish Motorsports. It's Bro Moment versus Mark Anthony for not just second place here in VRP. For a championship.
Mark Anthony
And
still has
it's
this
going
one
the way of
CC.
Bro Moment.
Bro Moment not gaining too much CCs. He's still gaining time though, and he's gaining massively. He took another 2/10 on him in Sector 1. When is Mark Anthony gonna have to push? Or when is he gonna have to give up a position? Which one is it? Which one will it be
100
for Mark
minutes
Anthony?
ago, we started this race in broad daylight, and it didn't look like a battle like this was going to happen. But 100 minutes later, now with the moon watching down on Vermont Speedway, we are watching one of the best battles I think At least this season.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're gonna have a change of position. I believe Dortals is going to get a little bit closer. No, we're not gonna have a change of position. Sorry, but Thundermark has pit for the final time. I don't know if we'll see when the leaderboard updates if that changes position, but we will find out. Anyway, Bromoman is stiffing the rear of that 37. He once again gains in Sector 1 2/10.
17 minutes remaining. It's all eyes on the GTs, and it's still so tense here. Bromoman is gaining massively though. Look at that! As Mark Anthony once again nearly kisses the barrier. But
Mark Anthony still has to watch out. He's got a car hounding down on him, and he's got nothing to work with. He has no room for mistakes at all.
He's got a car hounding down on him, like you said, and his hand, or his potential hand on the championship trophy, is
starting to slip.
Away.
Bromoman. Mark Anthony 117.8. Bromoman at 117.2. 6/10
Look at how
difference.
close they are. Unbelievable stuff. And they're being lapped again by the LMPs. So this might have a little... Well, them being lapped by the LMPs might help Bromoman, honestly.
We'll see what the traffic does to them. Badger is starting to push visibly a bit more, but he still has to watch out for that final CC. It is so close.
Currently, Mark Anthony is on, well, on average, a corner cut a lap.
Mark Anthony has lost another 10th in Sector 1. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh. But because about a corner cut a lap, that was way more until he started driving cleanly. Because he has to drive cleanly. Because now he's in a position where one corner cut and his championship is practically gone. It's over. If he beats Bromoman in each race, that still means, well, in each race from now on, including this one, Bromoman could still win the title. That's the position he's in. So each position is vital. And in a situation like this, it's Bromoman's to win, and it's Mark Anthony's to be disappointed with, to sag his head down to, because right now it looks like next year could be his year, but this year is going to have to be the one that got away. Although that's just
there's barely a car length between the two. You couldn't put a toothpick between them.
You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. That's how tense it is here. Honestly.
Mark Anthony, very slow. Bromoman gets the run. They're gonna get lapped by LMP2s now.
And this is huge because now Mark Anthony, he's gonna maybe get a little distracted.
He's not gonna get the line he wants. Bromoman is so much quicker though. Bromoman could legitimately put a move in.
And I think Bromoman, in a moment's time, will do that. A quarter of an hour remaining in the RSCA Sportscar Festival. And under the night sky here in Vermont, it's looking to be one of the most insane endings to a championship. And we've still got 2 more rounds to go after this.
Nothing is sealed yet. Nothing is sealed yet, but it might as well be. Bromoman is still hounding down on Mark Anthony. He is quicker by 2/10 yet again. When is Mark Anthony going to need to start pushing? When is he going to start making mistakes? This is all about it. Bromoman has basically all the room he needs. He can get a CC every single lap and still be safe at the end. Badger, however, cannot.
Oh, and a little cut of the chicane for Bromoman.
Still legal. He kept his car in. No
yeah,
corner cut
so
for him.
No corner cut there. No, although currently, yeah, I mean Mark Anthony isn't on another corner cut, so right on the edge here. This is what racing's about. It's not just the fighting on track; it's the strategy. And currently, Mark Anthony has not played the strategy right. at least corner cuts wise. Through the final turn now, I feel like Bro Moment's lost a bit of time.
A slight bit, it's not much.
Not much, he's still there.
He's
Still in the slipstream and he's right on his bumper now. Through turn 1. Nearly 2 hours of racing, yet this is the gap between second and third. This is the gap for a championship. And the 98 of Bro Moment is going for it.
And there's a drive-through! There's a drive-through! Mark Anthony has it in.
Mark Anthony's, yes, no! Mark Anthony's got the 80th. Mark Anthony's got the drive of shame.
He is done.
He is over and out. He has been beaten and battered. And now, he doesn't have a trophy to carry home with him. Surely.
Bro Moment will get a 2-point swing this way.
2-point swing, but 2 points in this current championship fight is surely enough. He's got over a 20-point gap in the standings. Surely that's basically enough. Next race, he could clinch it.
37, there it is, announced. Drive-through limit. Drive-through, and there it goes. Drive of shame.
And
into the pit lane.
Into the pit lane is Mark Anthony in the number 37. Secret Formula Motorsport car. This is the drive-through penalty. This is the drive-through to end all drive-throughs. This is surely the number 1 drive of shame.
That one stings, doesn't it? Ooh. He knows it's gone.
They say all roads lead to Rome. But for Mark Anthony, what's the point in going there when you don't have a championship trophy next to you? Meanwhile, though, for Bro Moment, in the number 98 Danish Motorsport, it's the exact opposite tale. It's a tale of virtually clinching it. It's not quite the Champs-Élysées for him just yet, but it's damn near close to that.
10 minutes on the clock here left.
The Greek god in Vermont.
Bro Moment has absolutely no pressure left on him. He's driven it beautifully, if I say so myself. And he has no worries left. 9 is ages ahead, but that does not matter. He will take more points than Mark Anthony will.
10 minutes remaining in what has been one of the most eventful 2-hour races I've seen in my life. Bro Moment has virtually clinched the title. Well, if it stays like this, by next round, over in Del Mar, in the deserts of California, he'll have it. And up front, in the LMP class, no one has stopped Mia. No one has seen Mia. Except for, the only thing they've seen of her this race is her rear.
That's not the best way to put it, Kian.
Don't clip that. Her rear
That's getting
bumper.
clipped, buddy.
Okay,
That's getting clipped. That's getting clipped, buddy.
Anyways, she's lapped every single driver here tonight. And under the night sky here in Vermont, the RSCA Sportscar Festival is gonna light itself on fire in celebration. Because surely this is Mia's championship now.
We're going to look a bit through the rest of the grid now. The 10 and the 36 are very much separated now. Thundermark seems to have taken P3 at this point. He's 4 cc's away from a drive-thru. I doubt he's going to lose that. So 0 to 9 might have to just take his 4th place and go home. Because it does not seem to be changing very much for him. Dortels basically driven second place the whole race. No big changes in position there at all, other than pit cycles. The 521, Faye and Golger have driven honestly immensely the whole race. Fast has tried so much to stop them, he just can't. But that is all that's left for them.
This has been one hell of a race.
Put it nicely, yeah, it has. Faye is at 70 cc's. There's no way he's getting any more than that. It's been very, very eventful. Lance Simmons has taken a back foot this race. Not an incredible showing of him as he gets lapped by the... No, as he's getting overtaken by the 11, sorry. Or is he... Wait, is it... he's getting unlapped by... The 11 is unlapping itself by the 0, that's why I shouldn't be saying. That's the right word for it. Royal is just driven lights a flag. Nobody's seen anything to him. Nobody knows where he's been. Nobody knows where he's gone. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. You can definitely say that. So, Kian, as we approach our last few minutes of this race, who do you think has been the standout driver today in all 3 classes?
I mean, I think it's got to be Mia. It's expected, but I mean, when we haven't talked about Mia in over an hour, that says a lot about her performance tonight. So I think she's definitely by far been the best driver today. But got to give it to the 521 amp speed car of Gorgler and
5-minute mark post-race. Sorry to cut you off there. 5-minute mark has been reached, so everything is post-race now. Any future penalties will be taken to the timesheets.
Well, I mean, I'd describe this race the same way I'd describe this circuit. Topsy-turvy, twisty-bendy, and action-packed.
I mean,
What a
VRP
2-hour
doesn't
event
disappoint,
it's
does
been.
it?
I mean, it's been 2 hours, but in actual fact, it's felt like 2 minutes.
Who are you going to give your favorite driver? Who are you going to give your driver of the day for the GT class? I assume it's Royal, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's got to be Domination. Talking about the 98 and the 37 the whole time, but got to give it to the 9. Has been leading for quite a while. So, it's been a really good race all over, actually, especially in LMP2 and those final half an hour, or those last 20 minutes in GT. And with 5 minutes left, I mean, I'm just watching Mia drive through, prepping my end of race speech, or whatever you could call it.
Okay, you can't even call it end of race speech anymore. It's like, you're
yeah.
copy-pasting the same speech every week, aren't you?
Pretty much. No, I mean,
We'll
in
get the
RSCA,
podium
yes.
ceremony in a few minutes, so we will see what the drivers have to say, if anyone has. Oh, Kian, guess what? Look at our media, buddy. Guess what got clipped?
Oh my
Guess
bloody
what got
hell.
clipped, buddy?
Oh,
Hey, isn't that just perfect?
no.
Isn't that just great? Oh, yippee.
Shut up.
Hey, Key, I don't think you've made good friends with Key in it seems. I don't think you guys will be on the same path for a little bit.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, pardon me for my
No,
language.
we just swear. This is RSCA TV. Nothing gets censored here.
oh.
This is the official stream. If like TNT Sports or like what's the other one called? CBC or like any of those other companies wanna stream our races, that'd be greatly appreciated, wouldn't it, buddies?
Yeah, but I don't think TNT Sports would,
Do you think they-
broadcast
don't you think
RSCA over actual Le Mans or actual World Endurance.
Do you not think they would appreciate our glad commentary talking about our toilet trips and all kind of other funny things?
I think they would.
Wouldn't they appreciate that? It's called viewer engagement. Fan service, you could say. What a race it's been, dude. This has been such a good race. There's literally nothing you can say about this. I think we're gonna have 2 laps to go. Once we cross the line here, we'll see shortly. Ibuprofen, not in the greatest run of form, I must admit. Khalifa Towers had a struggling race the whole day. Lance Simmons not living up to the highs he was hoping. A decent starting debut for the 90 Portimao. Ray Wolfo back, not further ahead than he usually is. Gotta give it to him. Rock trying to make up all that lost ground he lost from the start. Rokio trying to gain that many points off of the championship. Thundermark just scraping his P3 home. YB Panka also just trying to minimize damage. Zero Denial also minimizing damage. We've had such a packed race from everyone here. The highs of the domination, the lows of losing your podium. This is what racing's about. Racing has these tight moments. Racing has these moments where you're ready to give up, where you're ready to just quit. And so,
It's like the highs of winning and losing a championship almost.
Yeah, and you experience the highs. You look for these highs again, and you don't find them sometimes. We're getting so overly philosophical here. I think we're running our last lap now. So
We're basically cycling commentators.
No, we could be like
I basically am.
commentators.
There's one cycling commentator called Rob Hatch who's always philosophical.
We have to be like golf commentators, like really quick. Like the 22 goes into turn 3 now. Oh, what a line from the 22. His exits perfectly.
And Mark Anthony takes his drive-through penalty.
You can hear all the fans clapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, 1.5 minutes to go. Let's have a look at the 22.
I don't think we'll have much more racing after this. Maybe another lap. We'll see.
Yeah, probably another lap. But my oh my, has it been domination from who else but Mia? She has won every single race bar 1 and taken pole for every single race bar 2. And surely it's a championship as well. We are heading into, it's pretty much confirmed, the final lap here in Vermont. The first of 3 races in the United States.
Well, we had one
and
earlier.
Now,
white flag will be in the air now. Final lap.
Final lap for white flag here at the RSCA Sportscar Festival in Vermont. Any last words?
No. Mostly that we've had an absolute blast commentating this. Thank you to the people who've been watching. That's been great. Yeah,
I hope the viewers have enjoyed. I've enjoyed commentating alongside you. It's been great
white
fun.
flag there.
But if we, white flag, and if we look at the number 22, Secret Formula Motorsport, driven by who else but Mia, the Flying Dutch woman, and, well, flying is an understatement this season.
Blazing,
winning
maybe?
every single race. And now winning here.
Well, we'll miss one race.
Yeah,
no,
okay. Except one race.
The
finish flag is out. And it's even more magic from Mia, who in the first of 3 American races will take it home. It's not yet the Champs-Elysees for her, but it's damn near close to it. Mia does it again. Mia does it in style. Mia wins the RSCA Sportscar Festival.
So I believe it will be Faye who will be across the line next, who will be winning in LMP2. There's still quite a ways to go for that. We have Dortels who will be going into P2. He'll take his best finish of the season and will make the 9.5's best finish of the season. Thundermark, we'll see where he is. He's going through the final little bits as well. Let's see if we can catch Faye's finish. He's actually a bit behind. Thundermark, there goes Broad Moment. He'll finish P2. Faye will be going very, very close to the
there
end.
he is. He's quite near it already. And, well, it's been a topsy-turvy race for him.
They've been highs of, leading now.
Highs and lows.
Lows to being as low as P4 as well. But it's...
In the garage twice this race, and having to make 2 driver swaps in 2 hours. And now, victory in Vermont. Victory under the dark, dark night skies for the number 521 amp speed car.
Royal will finish there, and he will round out the last of the finishers. What a race it's been. 34 cars started, 24 finish. We will see you for the podium ceremony very shortly. So we're back here with the podium ceremony. We have LMP starting up first. S11 with the American anthem. If we're gonna get the anthem, that is. Doesn't seem like we're gonna get anthems. That's interesting.
Yippee. Alright,
Are we gonna get anthems? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there we go.
now playing.
That was the American National Anthem for SFM, winning in the overall class with LMP. 1-3 for them. Are we gonna get LMP2s or?
I have no clue.
Are we gonna get LMP2s? Hello, ladies, gents, LMP2s, guys, come on. I don't even think we have any ladies in LMP2. Gents, LMP2 guys, come on. I guess only one guy on the LMP2 podium. That's interesting, I guess. This is great. This is a great podium, isn't it?
Amazing. Shall we just do our little thing, and then
I
you
don't
can do
know.
post-race interviews if it
well,
happens.
I don't think we'll have post-race interviews. We have nobody waiting for them.
Okay, shall
so-
we do? Shall we do?
I'm waiting for an
Uh,
update. If we get any podiums, get gone. Like if anything's happening,
Mm.
it'd be like great. Hello, podiums, guys. Good morning. Hey, we got our second LMP2. Big stuff.
Yeah.
Yay! Why are they offset? Come on, guys. It's not that difficult.
Do people even care that much about
I
the
don't
podium?
think. I don't think. Bro,
I don't think so.
dog. I think somebody doesn't want to. I guess we'll have a 2-man. The American anthem for M-Speed in LMP2. Bay and Golder winning top prize. Why are people so bad at parking sometimes?
I mean, I think we learned that at the starting procedure.
I guess we found out, yeah. Anyways, Provision will take top spot. Provision Vectra. The Portuguese anthem will be following shortly. So the Portuguese national anthem as Vector Motivation take the GT win. Well, Kian, it's been quite a race, hasn't it?
It really has been. So much excitement, so much drama, and in the end, 2 hours of amazing racing here under the night sky.
It truly has been a round to remember. We'll have 2 more rounds of the International Sports Car Championship. The International Tire Sports Car Championship, I should be saying. Apologies. 2 more rounds. So 4 races of the Inca Cup we'll see at Del Mar and Road America. And of course the last 2 races of the XLMS Le Mans series will follow shortly. It's been one hell of a race. It's been a great race. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Dive and Kian here. RSCA TV, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.